Okay, so normally I wouldn't record an intro video for an FSD drive. I just go do it, then I report the results. So let me throw in this little intro. We're taking a little drive down to Steiner Ranch and back. And we'll go from there. Okay, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to end up putting this, but it has to go somewhere. So coming up Loman Ford, almost to 1431, there was a motorcyclist there. He was trying to turn around, I guess. Anyway, he was stopped in the lane directly in front of me. I braked before FSD had a chance to react, I guess. So like I said, he was turning, so I guess he was at a stop. I've heard there's some commentary about being stopped, but anyway, whatever, that was kind of curious. All right, I don't know what to do with that. I'm just recording it. Yeah. All right, so we're coming up on the famous Tesla traffic light, magical traffic light. Down to 30, yellow, and then he goes. All right. Yes, it is asphalt that's marked off. Okay. I'm pressing the accelerator to keep the car moving. Go. Okay, guys, what are we doing here? 9 miles an hour. Is there a reason to go 9 miles an hour? How far can I go with 10 miles an hour?
Visit TexasRealEstate.com.
You gotta be kidding me. So I'm sorry, I'm going as long as I can feel comfortable doing it. There's no cars behind me, so I don't know what's going on, Tesla. And then just like that, what? Almost thinking about it? Maybe? Slowly thinking about it. I guess Pokey's accelerating for us. Thank you, Pokey. Oh, so that was outside the entrance to Core Labs. No, you're not going to change that line there. All right, so no, this drive was nothing like Elon's version 12 FSD drive. No, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it that way. A lot of it is great. Yes, great, wonderful. I mean, it stays in the lane, it accelerates, does all this stuff, really cool. Makes me wonder what 12 would actually do around here, but whatever, that's another story. So, everything's running smooth right up until FM 1431. So coming up Loman Ford on the FM 1431. Let me guess, okay? It looked like a motorcyclist turned left off of 1431 on the Loman Ford instead of going right. My guess is he probably wanted to stop at the gas station. So he did a U-turn. I could see from where it was way back, he was doing a U-turn. When he came up into what would be in view for the car, he was essentially stopped. Okay, rather than wait for FSD to come to a stop, I braked right there, turned on the flashers. I don't know what this guy was doing. I'm guessing that he was making sure he could make his U-turn. Why in the world would you choose to do a U-turn there? I don't know. And it's on a motorcycle. You're at high risk. I mean, if you're in a car, at least the car will absorb some of the accident, the hit, right? If you're on a motorcycle, that helmet's only going to protect your head. It would have hurt a lot if I don't know. I'm not in the mood to take any chances on this, so I stopped and turned on the hazards. I mean, he didn't even turn on his hazards. I'm the one with the hazards on. He's just asking to get hit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. And it wasn't all that long ago they had that motorcycle accident over there by Jeff's woods, trees, whatever it is, and that person died. Why? Anyway, whatever. Peace and harmony. when he finally looked around and said, "Oh, there's a car behind me." Yeah. Maybe I should move. Yes. Guess what? He's going to go straight. He's not turning right. He's not even in the lane he should be in. And that may have been part of what he's trying to figure out is what lane should he be in. Who knows? Whatever, not FSD. I don't see it as FSD's fault, and I didn't give FSD a chance to prove that he would react. However, I have overlooked one thing, and that is, people say that FSD overreacts to bicyclists and pedestrians. I've never really felt that way about it, but down by, what is the name of that Sun Hardware. Down by Sun Hardware, there's a guy on a bike. He has a bicycle, so he's essentially a pedestrian because he only has a bicycle with him. Looks like he has a gas can. Maybe he's trying to figure out how he's going to get home. I don't know. Maybe he had to go buy gas to fill up something. Whatever it was, he was way down in the ditch. He was nowhere near the road. There's no real reason to react to him. But FSD did react, slowed down, just to make sure he wasn't going to hit him. Okay, that's good to some extent. One of the things when Elon was demonstrating FSD 12 in his personal car, they were talking about how they choose what videos to train with, and so apparently they're training very hard to be real conservative around pedestrians and bicyclists. And then during that whole presentation or video, whatever you call it, he's also talking about how people almost never stop for a stop sign. And I get what they're saying. Yes, I've seen it myself. And actually, somebody else did, an AI driver, did a clip where he showed a cop car basically blowing a stop sign. Then it appeared to be, they weren't running lights, or with emergency lights, right? It's just, oh, why should I stop here? I'm a cop, right? That's, if you know cops, that's their mentality. Well, I'm a cop. I can do what I want. Yeah, whatever. I've actually gotten tickets from cops like that. Well, I'm a cop. I can do whatever I want. Don't cross my path again. Well, okay, thanks. Don't come in Austin. Okay. Yeah, I try to avoid Austin nowadays, just because of APD. Why take a chance? Anyway, peace and harmony. Whatever, it's cool. So anyway, there was that bicyclist there. So, cruising down FM 1431. No problems. FM 14. Other than, of course, there is the Tesla magical traffic light. Although it didn't show up the message, it just slowed down. So maybe it's learning not to throw out the message. What it hasn't learned is, unless you see a car to your right, you shouldn't slow down. Now, you should make sure you see that there's no car to your right, coming off of Reed Parks Road. But if the thing is, you're cresting a hill and you're going down. If you brake as you go down and a car is close to you, they may run into you if you slow down significantly, like 10 miles an hour, which is exactly what this car is doing, or FSD is doing. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Craziness. Okay, whatever. I mean, like I said before, I just don't see how. I don't see how Tesla, FSD, and the AI team are going to learn that flashing yellows mean it's a flashing yellow. Yes, proceed with caution. Okay, I'll buy that. Of course, proceed with caution. If you're slowing down 10 miles an hour, you might argue it's proceeding with caution. But by the time you're cresting that hill and you're looking down, you know whether or not there's a car there coming out on Reed Park Road. If there's no car coming on Reed Park Road, there's no car over there to the left turning in front of you, it's clear. No reason to stop. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony, enough lecturing. So coming down to the intersection of Anderson Mill Road, I had the question the other day, and I think I had my camera out. Well, I know I had the camera out. So the right turn lane, the asphalt does indeed continue. Now, is there a white line saying that you have to turn right? Yes. But if you were to blow through that and go straight, you at least would be on asphalt. No, I'm not saying that's legal. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying if something happened, you could do that in an emergency. I mean, who knows what other problems you'd be creating if you did that. I'm just saying that the asphalt itself does continue through. Okay, so guess what we found? Yes, so there were no cars behind me when this occurred, and it's basically in the entrance to Core Labs structures, wherever it is where they create the parking garage pieces, I guess. Anyway, so starting from there, and it felt like maybe 1/10 of a mile, 10 miles an hour. The speed zone showed correctly as far as I could tell. I'll go back and view the video, but it just slowed down. And since there's no cars coming, I let it do it. Now, there are some people saying, but you should intervene so they get the videos. And then you should do a recording to say, you stupid idiots, come on. Okay. Of course, you have to use some useful words, not call them stupid idiots. That doesn't help at all. Anyway, whatever. It's just the way it is. I have no idea why this is a magical speed zone, but it is. But it's not, I'm saying magic. It's not a magical speed zone because the speed limit didn't change. It's just the speed the car felt like it could go. The car felt like it needed to go 10 miles an hour in a 40 zone. Who knows? Who knows what training AI got here? Oh my goodness. This is anyway. As I've done before, I've done it both ways, right? Brake on, FSD off, and accelerator to keep the car moving. Either way, the point is to keep the car moving. But this case, I didn't have any traffic to challenge me, so I let the car prove. As a statement I usually make is, I let FSD prove it's stupid. Okay, whatever. I think I have a rating for this, but we'll see how this all translates. Alright, so in the section where we go from single lane to double lane, the FSD chooses stay left. There's a car behind me, and because FSD chose to stay left, the car had to pass to my right on the outside. Interestingly enough, that car chose to stay on the outside until it was forced over, because that outside lane does eventually go away. But I don't know, whatever. I mean, some of these things just don't feel like safety is the question. It doesn't. Anyway, actually the rest of the way through, so it also turned on its turn signal at the work entrance opposite of the quarry. I don't know why I did that. Do you know why I did that? I think I had the camera rolling at the time, so maybe I caught some video. But whatever, we'll see. And it turns out that so whatever. So we get through to the 620 ramp, right turn ramp. We're following a couple of cars. Those cars go through the turn, accelerate out, they're gone. It's time for FSD, and FSD has to go like, I don't know. So maybe a Cowardly Lion showed up? I don't know. Felt a little bit like that, didn't it? Yes. So I'm going to use the accelerator to push the car along. Whatever. It is what it is. I think that is not a real negative market this time. However, if it was robotaxi would have been stuck. I think robotaxi would be like, I don't know how to calculate what's going on here. Well, come on, man. Okay, whatever. What else do we have left to go? So, no, we haven't yet. Okay, so somewhere along, down by the church, I guess it is. St. Thomas More Catholic Church, I think it is. Anyway, there was a magical speed zone, 30 miles an hour. Oh, and it was a long one. Okay, I hit scroll wheel up. Didn't even pay attention when we came out of the speed zone. I don't know when it was. It was just a magical speed zone. No indication that there's no reason for it to be there. Maybe when there was some traffic construction a long time ago, years ago. I don't know why that's still there. I don't think anybody knows why it's still there. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. It's FSD. Except this is FSD 11.4.4. I was hoping maybe it might be a little bit different. Because normally I would go down to Valente Road. I don't come up 620 going south. I really despise having to deal with traffic. Okay, whatever. So I put in a drop the pin on target, so to speak. I put in target, which created the pin, right? Something like that. So the car knew it had to get over to the left because we're coming up on 4 points pretty soon. So interesting enough, it squeezed in between two cars. Not exactly the way I would have done it, but I knew that we were going to make a change sooner or later. So I was just real curious. We were like, 2/3 of a car length behind the car in front of me? And maybe a car and a half length in front of the car behind us. That's a bit tight. Come to think of it. We're saying that's tight. Autopilot, it's on average, which is only about the following distance, according to this. Medium follow distance. I didn't have minimal lane change on, but that's fine. I wouldn't really think about it. I almost never think about it. Okay, whatever. I'll come think of it. There is something else I need to say before it. Well, okay, so we got this. If we step back half a mile, there was a car up in front of us who was making a left turn across. It appeared like the nag was so worried about the nag, it didn't even look at that car that was cutting across the road in front of us. And even when I hit the volume scroll wheel, the car still was like, "Oh, you're not really doing it. There's a car crossing the road. Slow down." You go like, "Oh, I'm not slow down. That's okay." No. Safety first. Come on, dude. I don't know. Now, was it far enough away? Yes, it was. But it deserved at least a little slowdown because we're at risk of hitting something. Whatever. Yep. It's FSD. Alright, so navigation had us going up onto 2222 and then turning left into Target. That's dependent upon traffic, having space in traffic to make that turn. I don't particularly care for that approach, so brake on, FSD off. I navigated through HEB to make it down to the Target. It just seemed like a better way to handle it from my perspective. But I don't know what's the future going to be like. From what they're saying, FSD. Oh, so I was talking about the people who was it 0.5% of the population stops for a stop sign. And basically their definition was come down to 0 miles per hour. Now, I don't really pay attention when I get 0 miles an hour. I just know that I stop long enough to take a good look. So sometimes when, with FSD, it comes to a stop and then it creeps forward for visibility, which to me is the right way to do it. The thing is, he establishes his visibility a lot faster than I do. Right, so I'm still looking around and all of a sudden the car's going. So I've had to learn to adjust what I look at when I'm running FSD, which is almost all the time, because I almost always take Grnpa. I don't take Opa Ray because he doesn't have FSD. If he had FSD, I might use him more, but he doesn't. Right, that's a $15,000 question at the moment. But peace Army, we'll figure that out. So anyway, we're here at Target. Things are going okay. I'll have to go back and review. Like I said, I think the motorcycle dude, I think I'm gonna try to ignore that for now. The person crossing the road in front of us, we weren't close enough to be an accident. It was just like, we probably should brake a little bit, just to be a little bit safe. So that's okay. So there you go. Yeehaw. Okay, so on 620, it was kind of interesting. I guess California Road Ranger is active today because we're on the inside lane. We're just over a mile away from the left turn. And all of a sudden we're switching to the right to follow route. To follow the route to get to turn Woodland Park Road, we got to be in the outside lane. Sure. Okay. And then all of a sudden somebody says, "Oh wait, aren't we gonna make a left turn?" Yes. Yeah. Oh, we need to be in the left turn, the left lane, the inside lane. Yes. Whatever. Yep. Sure enough, we blew right past the cut to make the left turn. Whatever. That did not change 11.4.4. Okay, welcome to Big Turkey Land. Trip down here is 29 miles, used 8 kilowatt hours, average energy 262 watt hours per mile. And obviously from Target to here, 11 minutes, 4 miles, 245 watt hours per mile. And like I said before, we're coming down a hill there on 620, so that helps out a lot. Wow, so when we came in for one of the turns, it's a flashing yellow light arrow. So you can go. For some reason, the car decides to start rolling almost immediately as soon as that flashing yellow comes on, knowing that there's a car that's turning left in front of us. There's at least 2 cars who are going straight, and I can see there's 2 more cars coming up. So the right answer would have been to stay still and wait for those cars to go by and make sure it's clear to go. But no, the car's already rolling. So there's another car coming up. He's already partially in there. Press the accelerator, continue through. Come on, man. Okie dokie. Since I've already parked the car, and for some reason the cold front just blew through, so it's cooled off. Haha. Let me record this outside. So we're on 620, if I remember right. So there was some back and forth. So the car wanted to go to the outside lane to follow route. Okay, cool. And then a little bit later, the car got tired of following this slow-moving vehicle. I mean, they're a couple miles an hour slower. So we wanted to go inside lane. Not a whole bunch of room there, but yeah, FST said, I don't know, the faster route's inside. Almost as soon as we went inside, yes, whatever vehicle was up in front of that group slowed down. The Mustang that was behind me Oh no, he's not going to wait for me to figure it out. And the same thing with the car behind him. They aren't going to wait for me, FSD, hello, FSD to figure it out. So they go. They come to the right, the outside lane, to go around me. Except, oh, what's that? Yeah, it's slow traffic anyway. Whatever, fine. That's just dumbness anyway. Trying to go fast on 620. And that's why I don't like going on 620. The traffic on 620, the slowness of the traffic on 620, I don't like it. If I'm going to go slow, I'd rather at least enjoy the scenery. Okay. Anyway, so as we're driving through here, we find a magical Tesla traffic zone. 30 miles per hour. You're not going to find a sign that says 30 miles per hour. All you're going to find is somewhere in the Tesla magic system, it says it's 30 for a long ways. Come on, man. Oh, just what I need on top of everything else. Also, I'm struggling with the car going, oh, it's 30 miles an hour here. Oh, come on. Okay. Okay, so are you ready for it? We're coming up on the left turn on to Anderson Mill Road. Oh, if only Tesla could get a clue on this. I mean, in other places, he's doing great. Oh, yeah, it's much better. Come on, man. Well, I'm happy with a lot of this. But here, not a clue. What do? Yeah, we roll up. For some reason, I want to say that we were in the right lane, but I'm not sure we were. That may have been the other day. It doesn't matter, one way or the other. When we get to the point where it's time to start getting ready to turn left, we are in the inside lane. Okay. What does the car do about it? Not a thing. So we've rolled by the yellow line. We have rolled by the clear cut for the turn lane, and we're into the solid white. Okay, brake on, FSD off. Message sent. I'm going to handle this left turn for you since you obviously can't. Okay? I mean, it's the way it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so where are we? We're playing Road Rager games with each other. Okay, so there's a slow car in front of me. It's 2-3 miles under speed limit. So I'm wanting to go around. At the same time, I have what looks like an old police car comes storming up and is tailgating me, but they're having a hard time figuring it out until I slow my speed down 2 or 3 miles an hour. And they're like, oh, why am I here? I don't know. Why are you here? Okay, so they figured out, go outside lane, go by. Boom, gone. Okay, so with them gone, it's finally clear for me to move over, and I do. Yeehaw. Man, oh man. Things are going great, isn't it? So, we come up to the next traffic light. The former police car. Yes, they're to the left. They're in the left lane, inside lane. So, when I pull up, there's a car in front of me. So we're only one car length difference between me and this former police car, and then the car I passed. Oh, they're right behind me. So why do you not road rage? What's the point? Right? What's the point of speeding all over the place? It didn't make a difference. Now, the former police car, they're only going up another mile, and then they're going to turn. They're going to turn in the neighborhood around here. Yeah, so what are you doing? Okay, whatever. The other car was going slow. I don't even know where he went. He must have been turning that one of those neighborhoods too. Out of the three of us, I'm the only one continuing. So that's just great. Anyway, whatever. Peace and harmony. Okay, so in the section where one lane suddenly becomes 2 lanes, Did I have to? I think I had to brake to move the car to the right, to the outside lane. Right? Brake on, FSD off. Move the car, FSD back on. Come on, man. It's not like this is impossible or hard or anything. Just move to the right, no problem. Okay, a little further up. I'm in the outside lane. For some reason, FSD shows the message, oh, I have to switch lanes to manage the merge. To manage what merge? The cars that are in front of me, they're 3-4 car lengths up. The cars that are behind me, they're somewhere in more distance. To my right, there's a concrete wall. To my left is a curb with an island in it and another curb for the other lane, going the other way. What merge? Hello? I get California Road Rager has his way of doing things, and this feels like California Road Rager, but there's no reason for that, for it is there. You could have stayed right in the outside lane and followed route. But no, had to move to handle the merge. Oh my goodness. Whatever, peace and harmony. And a little ways up, right around, what is the name of that company? I forgot the name of that company. The same place we went slow coming into town, we're now going slow going out. Although now we're just doing 14 miles an hour. Not allow the car to do that for a little ways, but there's traffic coming up behind me. So I can't sit around here entertaining Elon and his good friends with how much I'll tolerate of this piece of junk. Okay, so on the intersection with 1431, I got good news for you today. So we are in the inside lane. So we're going to turn onto the inside lane. The good news is we didn't turn into the opposite direction left turn lane. Right? That's the good news. The bad news is, yeah, we still cut the line. Whatever. Cut the corner. Come on, man. Okay, so on the east end of Jonestown, I'm behind a car in the inside lane, and that car turns on its turn signal. Okay, that means I need to get to the outside lane to go by him. Does FSD respect that request? Not one bit. He doesn't care. Oh, what's that? You're going to run into a car if you don't move? Oh, well, what's the problem for me? Hello? Anybody in there? Elon? Okay, whatever. Brake on, FSD off, move the car, and move on. I forgot where this is. It's either a C or D, but FSD refused to accept human input and take action. There's no reason for it, right? It wasn't a vehicle close to me. It just refused. I don't know. California Road Rager, maybe? Perhaps. Okay, so on the east end of Jonestown, I'm behind a car in the inside lane, and that car turns on its turn signal. Okay, that means I need to get to the outside lane to go by him. Does FSD respect that request? Not one bit. He doesn't care. Oh, what's that? You're going to run into a car if you don't move? Oh, well, what's the problem for me? Hello? Anybody in there? Elon? Okay, whatever. Brake on, FSD off, move the car, and move on. I forgot where this is. It's either a C or D, but FSD refused to accept human input and take action. There's no reason for it, right? It wasn't a vehicle close to me. It just refused. I don't know. California Road Rager, maybe? perhaps. Okay, so the car insisted that to follow a route down to Boggy Ford, it had to be in the outside lane. Okay. I'm not really in the mood to entertain it, but just because I'm a nice guy, I'm willing to allow you to prove that you're stupid. So today we do. The video that you see after this will be, we pick it up right where through traffic must merge left. Okay. Okay, FSD, time for a showdown. Right lane must turn right. Right lane must turn right. The line between the two lanes is now solid. You are signaling a right turn. It's a right turn on state. And the Newell is going right. Are you really going to go right? There you go. Now. Whoa, you almost went out the road there. This is not the direction we're supposed to be going. Okay, well, those of you in magical Tesla FSD AI land, you can explain to me, what am I doing on Dawn Drive? Okay, now I'm on Travis Drive. This is not the route laid out by navigation. Not at all. For some reason, to follow route, we had to go to the outside lane. And when it came time where you had to be in the inside lane to actually continue route, you were not in the inside lane. Now, maybe somewhere in your software it thinks it knows a better way. I don't care. If I wanted to go the magical way, I would have already shown you it. I don't want to go that way.
100 feet, turn right onto the
Yes, I know.
road.
Even navigation knows where we're supposed to go. If only somebody in California could figure it out.
Now turn right.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so now you join me as I'm finishing up the loop around Lago Vista ISD Elementary School. That's Dawn Drive and Travis Drive. Coming back out on Loman Ford. Why in the world did we take this shortcut? Okay, so great news. We manage, somehow, they must send up retired road racer and got California road rager out of here, shoved them back in the back and knocked them over the head, whatever they did. So when we turned on the Boggy Ford, not only did we handle the curve smoothly, we managed to somewhat accelerate. Not up to speed necessarily, but accelerate so we don't get run over. From here on out, it's mostly good. I would say that we've gone back to where Santa Rosa causes a problem in the way that the street's all torn up. The car is having a little bit more issue if there's other traffic on the road. In this case, there was a delivery truck that was parked on the side. Since there's no place else to go except beyond the street, I mean, at least when you look at the map, he's on the street. Whatever. Brake on, FSC off. I'm practically home anyway, so I just continue on. So there you go. Okay, so great news. We manage, somehow. They must send up retired road racer and got California road rager out of here, shoved them back in the back and knocked them over the head, whatever they did. So when we turned on the Boggy Ford, not only did we handle the curve smoothly, we managed to somewhat accelerate. Not up to speed necessarily, but accelerate so we don't get run over. From here on out, it's mostly good. I I would say that we've gone back to where Santa Rosa causes a problem in the way that the street's all torn up. The car is having a little bit more issue if there's other traffic on the road. In this case, there was a delivery truck that was parked on the side. Since there's no place else to go except beyond the street, I mean, at least when you look at the map, is on the street. Whatever. Brake on, FSC off. I'm practically home anyway, so I just continue on. So there you go. Okay, it's 29 miles, 50 minutes, 277 watt hours per mile. So for that trip, 63 miles, 18 kilowatt hours used, and 290 watt hours per mile. Yeah, so the the energy use coming back up was kind of high. Anyway, there you go. There's that part. Okay, so where does this leave us, Ray? Yeah, after I established these guidelines, I feel like some of the rules I want to move down. So the inability to make the cut, that's a C, or a highest it can be is a C. Let's see, inappropriate, unable to maintain appropriate speed. I think that's actually that's a C, isn't it? I think it's a C. So where does that leave us? You know, the problem I keep facing, and it keeps happening, things are better. Don't get me wrong. But there are places, oh, I forgot about Quinlan Park. Yeah, Quinlan Park also forgot to make its turn. Whoops. That's two significant traffic turn lanes that in order to continue route, you had to get into it. And FSD didn't have a clue. Okay. So I won't give you a D today. How about that? But it's a C minus. There you go. Let's move on from there.